This is WGAL 8, the Susquehanna Valley's news leader. Now, coverage you can count on continues. This is WGAL News 8 at 11.
Tonight on News 8 at 11, Harrisburg police are searching for the person responsible for the city's 6th homicide of the year. Plus, with neighbors, the Bucks County man charged with sexually assaulting at least one Lancaster County teenage girl say tipped them off more than a year ago.
People are seeing LGBT people as humans, not as someone completely different.
And how the LGBT community is celebrating their pride in Lancaster this weekend following last Sunday's massacre at a gay nightclub in Orlando. Good evening, I'm Justin Betti, and tonight again police are looking for the person who killed a man who was walking home from a wedding last night. News 8's Jack Corpella reports. There's a $2,000 reward for any information that leads to arrest in that case. Tonight, there are still many unanswered questions about the 12 girls rescued from the house of a 51-year-old sexual assault suspect in Bucks County this week. We know the oldest girl, an 18-year-old, is from Lancaster County and that she was gifted to Lee Kaplan when she was just 14, and she's had 2 children with him. Now, that girl's parents, Daniel and Sevilla Stoltzfus of Quarryville, are also facing charges. They say all the children in the house are theirs, but police can't confirm that because none of the children have birth certificates or social security cards. And tonight we're also learning more about the warning signs that led up to the rescue of those 12 girls. NBC's Drew Smith has more from Bucks County. And back here in the Susquehanna Valley, Lancaster held its 10th Pride Fest today. Organizers say the event is, of course, a celebration, but also this year a time of mourning following last weekend's massacre in Orlando. Binns Park in Lancaster was filled Sunday with music, life, and love.
You come to events like this and you see all the different just emotional support, emotional, spiritual, just all the support that is given throughout the community.
Lancaster Pride Fest used to be held in Buchanan Park, but organizers moved it to Binns Park this year for more space.
It's wonderful to see so many straight allies come out today, people who've never been to Pride before, who are just here to support.
Organizers say they expected record numbers this year, around 3,000 people, something they hope is a sign of growing acceptance of the LGBT community.
People are seeing LGBT people as humans, not as someone completely different.
Yes, I feel absolutely. People are opening their minds, opening their hearts, and it's becoming a very accepted thing.
Well, hopefully everybody who was outside today packed a lot of water because it was a scorcher. News 8 meteorologist Ethan Houston joins us now for our first look at the forecast.
Only the 5th time so far this year we saw highs above 90 degrees at Harrisburg International Airport. Details on that coming up.
Well, today is Father's Day, and in Harrisburg there was an international celebration of dads at the State Museum. There are all kinds of activities, including a poetic tribute and a photographer to take pictures of all the dads and their families.
For Dad.
There was even a certificate presentation to all the fathers that were there today. In Cumberland County, dads were invited to hop on board a piece of history. A vintage Ford tri-motor aircraft was in town at the Capital City Airport. The plane, manufactured in 1929, was the first transcontinental airliner. By the 1940s, it was primarily used to fight forest fires across the western United States.
Pure joy, passengers, wonderful.
Proceeds from this weekend's event go towards the restoration and maintenance costs of the aircraft. Well, there might be one very lucky dad here in the Susquehanna Valley. For the 3rd time in less than a year, Stover's news agency in Columbia has sold the jackpot winner totaling $225,000.
Well, I already noticed a little increase, people buying tickets, strangers, they say, well, we're coming here because we heard this is a place to win.
This time the jackpot was on the Cash 5 game. Well, coming up on News 8 at 11, an officer-involved shooting leads to a police chase throughout York County. That story after the break. New tonight, state police have charged James Michael Armentrout with hitting a police officer with his car last night, leading to an officer-involved shooting and chase throughout York County. It started last night around 8:30 in the 500 block of North George Street. Police say they were trying to take Armentrout into custody when he took off, hitting one officer and driving towards another. Police say they then fired at his car in self-defense. Officials say the car was later found abandoned at Carlisle and Laux Road. Armentrout was later apprehended at Hanover Hospital. No word how he got there. In Harrisburg, an early morning fire damaged an apartment. Crews arrived just after 3 this morning to a grease fire that had then spread. Firefighters evacuated the building and were able to contain the fire to the kitchen. 3 children and 1 adult were displaced and are now being taken care of by the Red Cross. Officials say the cause of that fire was unattended cooking. And in Lancaster County, the Red Cross is assisting 1 person after a mobile home fire in East Drumore Township. Dispatchers say it started just after 6 this morning in the first block of Laura Court. No injuries were reported. The cause of that fire remains under investigation. Taking a live look over the city of Carlisle. News 8 meteorologist Ethan Houston will be back to let you know how long the steamy forecast is sticking around. But first, a look at tonight's lottery numbers. The pick 2, 4, 9. The pick 3, 7, 8, 4. The pick 4, 3, 9, 4, 4. The pick 5, 1, 2, 8, 1, 4. And the cash 5, 1, 9, 14, 31, 42.
Next best chance for some passing showers and a few isolated thunderstorms return on Thursday into Friday.
Even at this time of night, it's still, what, over 100?
Over 100 out in
Arizona?
Phoenix. Very warm out there. That's that same heat dome. That's how large this system is that's controlling our heat. It's all the way out to desert Southwest.
That's incredible. Thank you very much, Ethan. How long do you imagine the party is going to last in Cleveland tonight?
That Lake Erie is going to be on fire for about a month. I already checked Cousin Larry's Facebook, and there's just fire everywhere.
All right.
That's all you can tell.
Thanks, Mike. We'll be right back with one last check of the weather.